It's week 1 of the 2025 season.
And it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Cards and the Saints, and it's coming up next.
It's a building that's meant so much to the city of New Orleans and all of its residents over the years. And our coverage of the NFL has brought us to it, Caesars Superdome. Well, Brock, we saw week 1 begin on Thursday night, and now 2 more teams get their season started here on Sunday. He's Brock Hewitt, I'm Cade Scott, and it is very important, partner, for both teams here that their seasons begin on a strong note.
Yeah, this is the week where I really can't take myself back to that locker room, to week 1 across the different seasons. And whether it was high school or college or pro, it was the same feeling. Right? It was hope springs eternal.
It's one of the happiest moments for any football fan. Welcome back, friends. A new season is officially underway. So here are the Cardinals now, headed out for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a #1 pick out of Oklahoma. One of the game's better runners, it's Kyler Murray.
One of the beauties of the quarterback position is it's not cookie cutter. QBs come in all different shapes and sizes. Some are 5'10", some are 6'6". Some are better on the run, some are better in the pocket. For Kyler Murray, and he is at his best when he's playmaking. When his athleticism, that dual threat nature comes to life, that is when he is typically a defense's worst nightmare.
Good rip on first down. That brings up 2nd and 2. Right back to Connor. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
On the ground, this is Trey Benson. Open space inside the 40. And he's all the way down to the 36. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Benson once more. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag. So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Running it after the penalty. And he's going to run this down to the 36-yard line. That's 8 yards on that run, and now it's 2nd down. This time it's a passing play. Wilson's got it. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They come to the line here. This is 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete.
You know, I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or just had a surprise break in concentration. So unusual to see one dropped unless there's a hit involved.
Badgley able to knock it through. And the opening drive of the game ends in 3 points.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
This return makes it up to the 25. So the Saints offense taking over for the first time here. And leading the charge, this second-round rookie making his first NFL start.
Being drafted in the 2nd round, that put an extra-sized chip on his shoulder. He had 31 other teams in the NFL to prove wrong from that day on. And he's fought his way into the starting role for his first career game, the start of what he expects to be a stellar career.
And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
Still second down.
Everyone's prepped. It's second down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And they bring him down, but there's a flag on the field.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Caught by Miller. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. 2nd and 10. Need to get some positive yardage here.
At the 37-yard line.
Kamara running out of the gun. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he'll be brought down here at the 23-yard line.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Did not like what he was seeing, Brock, and he just hurls this one away.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one, Kate. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back on track.
Third and short, he's taking the option right. Cuts it to the right sideline. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal. From the red zone now. This one soars over everybody in the end zone. Just had to get rid of it. It's incomplete. So after the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal. Kamara. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Saints finish off their opening drive. Alvin Kamara, the touchdown. For the offense, you gotta love it, Brock. Points to begin the game as he runs it in for an opening drive touchdown.
And you've got one very happy running back right over there on the sideline right now. These backs, they do feel the pressure to find the end zone every single week. It's not easy to do, but to do it this early and get out of the way, big time.
Groupie adds the extra point. And the Saints one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Reed now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Second drive of the game upcoming for this Arizona offense. Their first drive of the new campaign netted a field goal. Now let's see if they can bump that up to a touchdown on drive number 2. And he pushes forward, but they don't get much there. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. It's Connor again. and contained right at the line. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. From the gun, it's Murray. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, here's Murray. McBride hauls it in. And he goes out, just needed one more step there to reach midfield.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's stopped. Now we'll wait to hear what this flag is all about. But partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Here's 2nd and 14. He's on the move. He's going to keep it this time. And he slides down with enough to pick up that 1st. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play, and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a 26-yard pickup there, and that will set up 1st and goal.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about 2 things, separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks, that's the trust, and then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
And he can't hang on! Touchdown in his arms! It slips through. 2nd down coming up. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run the counter to Connor. And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. 3 yards on the run. It's going to be 3rd and goal. Here's Kyler to throw. Rolling out to his left. And they take this in for the score. The Cardinals hold a slim 2-point lead early. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist. And you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. 2nd drive coming up for the Saints offense. And after the impressive drive we just witnessed, you got to imagine that they are hoping to respond with something similar.
Yeah, and I don't love to use the word can't, right? But this can't be a 3 and out for this offense right here. They got to give their defense a chance to catch a breath and turn some of the momentum in the building. That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
And he's going to get this up to the 45 before he's brought down. That's a pickup of 9. And the Saints are going to have a 1st down.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
This is complete to Olave.
I know I can sound like a broken record when I talk about timing and getting the ball out on time and on rhythm, But these outcuts, it is so imperative, and the best of them make it look oh so easy.
We're back for the second quarter. Saints in possession of the football. They have it, 2nd and 4. They send a tight end in motion. Short side option here. He's running left. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They put a receiver in motion right. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
Tried to mix in a little wide receiver carry and catch this defense on its heels. We've seen it work time and again, and it almost got there. Without that tackle, we could have seen a big gainer. But give some credit to the defense where credit is due.
And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. So no return on that punt. And it'll be Cardinals football. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Connor. They'll cobble together a yard there. That play wrapped up by Demario Davis. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Blitz coming here, Brock. It's Murray. That pass is complete to McBride. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fields this at the 19. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Saints still running back Alvin Kamara trotting back out to the field. Their first drive of the season, an uneventful one, led to a punt, so they'll try to get some new season magic going here on their second drive. He gets it to Juwan Johnson. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
First and 10, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there when he saw the field. It's going to be 2nd down. And that's incomplete, and he's happy to have that one fall compared to, well, the alternative. Looked like it was going to be picked there. So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Receiver in motion, headed right. 3rd and long for him here. Has him on the he loses the football. And the Cardinals grab it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
Hey, I get it, Kate. 3rd down, you're doing all you can to try to stay on the field, but unfortunately, poor ball security loosens his hold on it, and the defense knocks it free. Instead of facing 4th down, even better, that defense is off the field completely.
The Arizona offense about set to get going here. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. The Cardinals with some nice field position to start off this drive. 1st and 10 coming up. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them, will set up that critical play action for later.
So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. Second and 12 behind the sticks. Has a man, that's Greg Dortch. It's a pickup of 26, and that's a Cardinals first down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Murray here on first down. Harrison's got it on the sideline. He's going to be out of bounds. Looks like a yard or two short of the 25. Second and 3 now. Throwing here, Murray. He's got him. That's McBride. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Cardinals.
This one quickly to Harrison. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason this is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
On second down, a run with Connor. Fights off a tackle, but he lost the ball. He left the ball behind. And it's a turnover. The defense has it. Well, where one defender failed, Brock, another succeeded. He shook free of that first tackle, but the next guy not only made that hit, but knocked it loose as well.
Okay, as we saw when he broke that first tackle, he can absorb a shot, right? He's got great, what they call contact balance to absorb it and keep going. But that second hit, well, that drove the ball free and leads to this takeaway.
The Saints returning their offense and this running back to the field. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. They gave one away on their first drive of the season. Now it's time to get one back with a touchdown on drive number 2. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Second down now, 7 to go.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Looking for a throw here. This finds Moreau. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Zaven Collins in on the tackle. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Pass play now. That's brought in by Miller. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Kamara now on 1st and 10. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, a give to Miller. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense.
Holding offense.
So now, partner, got to reevaluate what to do on this next snap because the holding call pushes him back quite a ways. Here we go, 2nd and very long. He finds Johnson.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
Running back sent in motion. Here he is on 3rd and long. Connects with Johnson. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Cardinals and running back James Conner headed back to the field. Officially a 55-yard launch. And they're going to take over possession. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Straight ahead, it's Connor. And he drives into a pile of defenders and is stopped right at the line. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Operating from the gun, here's Murray. Short pass brought in. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first.
Well, things weren't about to end after the first hit or the second. This tight end had a vision for what he wanted to happen after the catch, and he was going to take on all comers to try to make it a reality.
Escapes the... This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
The best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
They'll punch it away again. Blake Gillikin coming back to the field. Back deep for the Saints is Rashid Shaheed. He broke 50 on his first punt and looks to have done the same here. Starts his return from the 23. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Saints back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And they'll try for better results this time around, Brock, after they had to punt it away last time out. Back now, pressure on its way. Gets this to Johnson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Throwing from the gun. Throw left side, caught by Shaheed. He's forward, gets a couple of yards. That was Max Melton who hauled him down there. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
At their 48-yard line.
From the 48. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Throw on 3rd down. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or two, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
No return on this one. It's going to make it out of bounds and across the 25, spotted at the 24. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. They're out and set, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Makes the connection to James Conner. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Brought down by Tyrann Mathieu. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Rolling left, buying some time. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. The Cardinals deciding to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. 1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Now Kyler. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. That one intended for Trey McBride. And it sets up 2nd down. Throwing now from the gun. Getting out to his left. He can run it. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a 1st down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
Working inside the red zone. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have 2nd down coming up. Murray bails out of the pocket quick. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And the
You know, Kate, that's a stop they're going to use as teaching tape for an entire season. Heck, the offseason. Back pressed against their own end zone, making an impact play no one expected to force a fumble. His effort directly kept points off the scoreboard. It's that type of effort that coaches want to see from everyone on the field.
The Saints taking the field for the final time in this first half. Backed up this far and with such little time left, Brock, you gotta imagine they're just gonna kneel this out. Drops to a knee, clock's gonna run unless that defense burns one of its 2 remaining timeouts. Back to the line they go, it's second down. They run it from the gun with Kamara. And he doesn't get much there on what turns out to be the final play of the half. That brings us to our first halftime of the new season. Now we'll head over to Orlando, Florida. Check in with Jonathan Coachman for the EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip of the year around the NFL. We'll get started up at Lucas Oil Stadium in the capital city of Indianapolis, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Tyreek Hill, over 100 yards receiving and a touchdown catch as well. From there, we head down south to Atlanta to check on the Falcons at home at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. And they were winners in that one over the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. Bijan Robinson, a touchdown run in the victory. Finally, let's get to Philadelphia. Check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Saquon Barkley, a touchdown run in the victory. This one's been as good as advertised. Just a field goal separating these two teams. This was a very level first half, and I'd expect to see more of the same after the break.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The home teams and this running back headed back out for a new series. And their defense sure has kept this game close. Now it's time for them to come through, get some points for their team in this low-scoring affair. They're going to start on the ground with Kamara. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
Another run for Kamara. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Tackle there from Dalvin Tomlinson. Call it no gain, maybe one at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. Now a shotgun handoff to Miller. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
You know, I'm not sure what else could have been done there, Kate. Just the right call defensively to come up with a 3rd and short stop.
Here comes the Saints punting unit. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he finally gets a hold of one here. This is hit far. Secures this at the 17. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That one an impressive 57-yard kick. And it's going to be their football coming up. First and 10, Murray. Completed over the middle. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Running left, it's Connor. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. Give him 3 on that gain. And it'll be first down, Arizona. Kyler looking to throw. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they face second down. Now Murray. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle. They showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Cardinals first down. New set of downs for him at the 38. First down, and they go right back to him. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
Okay, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Connor, running left. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Connor. And not a lot of room for him as he's brought down. They're 3 yards closer to the end zone. Here comes 2nd and goal. Some movement there before the snap. Right side of the line. This is going to back them up.
Ball start. Offense.
One of the most common penalties in the sport. And the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. They'll run here following the penalty. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Buckle up, it's 3rd and goal. Murray looking to throw. He's on the move, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals push their lead further to start the half. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Wow, great work there by the quarterback. The play broke down, didn't really have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, Brock, the best call he could have made.
Yeah, and you can do it in different ways in today's NFL, right? The Tom Brady's just recently retired. He did it with his brain. He did it with his mind, but you've got to be able to improvise, as you said. You got to be able to create when a play breaks down. And when you can put 6 on the board, man, does that infuse your offensive group with confidence.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense running out for a new series, led by their running back. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up. Here's a give inside to Kamara. Has a lane past the 45. And he's going to get all the way up to the midfield stripe. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
I'll tell you what, Kay, one of the things I'm most proud of coming out of broadcast are my O-line buddies that will hit me up during the game and say thank you. Thank you for finally showing some love and giving some light to what those big boys are doing up front. I got to play with some of the best to do it. I got to see it up close and personal. Because of it, I'll never forget it. And they just showed up on that run.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Whistles after that play for an unfortunate sight. A player hurt in the first game of the season. Training staff out to work on it. Offense to the line for 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. This is complete to Olave. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. 3rd and just 2 to go.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 2.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. He manages a gain of 8 there. And that's good for a New Orleans first down.
You know, they call the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
He's dropping back to throw. A throw left side finds Johnson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. That's Baron Browning who makes the stop. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Here's a throw. That heater's going to fall to the turf. Tried getting it to Chris Olave. And 4th and 4 coming up.
You know, it's a point of emphasis in practice each and every week, no matter where we go. How are we going to attack the coverage on 3rd down? Well, they chose the wrong play off that call sheet that time.
Nicotomni's kick is good. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
You'd expect him to make most of those attempts from this distance, but it's never a lock. So they'll happily take this and finish off the drive with points.
And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Connor on the option. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Give him about 3 yards, and now they're going to have 3rd and 5 to figure out. Kyler throwing here. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
He fields this at the 18. And he gets his offense in better field position here to start. Up close to the 30. It's a 61-yard punt that time. And the Saints will get set to take over. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Kamara running out of the gun. And the plunge up the gut yields nothing there. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's the Saints ball. They're down on the scoreboard, but things not out of hand yet. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. They stay on the ground with Kamara. And this one does not go far. Only a yard on the play. An improvement on their last one, but that brings up 3rd and 9. He'll look to throw. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And he gets his own fumble, so the comeback hopes are still alive, but that clock keeps running.
You know what? Everybody on the field is going to make mistakes. The key is to clean that up as quickly as he can. Ball carrier loses possession, but he doesn't panic and lose composure. Instead, well, he hops on the ball and he saves the day.
They'll send out the punting unit. And he's going to do the honors for the 4th time today. And he sends this away. Definitely his best kick of the game thus far. Let's see what he can do on the return. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up, past their own 30. The Cardinals and Kyler Murray set to take over. And you may as well call him a constant headache that this defense has had to deal with all game long. I mean, they game plan to slow down his passing work, but it's been his rushes that have really broken the spirit of this unit. The first down carry for Connor. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
They got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
So he jumped too early, and that's going to cost him 5 yards.
Still second down.
All right, here we go. Second down. Running it after the penalty. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Well, looky here. You don't even have to worry now about a 3rd down call as that run moves the sticks. Now that call you had ready, though, you can recycle it. Save it for later for that next 3rd down coming.
Benson on 1st and 10. He breaks a tackle, and he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5. Go right side, and McBride has it. And he's going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals go up by 2 scores, 13 points in the 4th. Trey McBride, the touchdown. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those wheels, right? And in the best of cases, he can rumble the whole way home.
Kate, think of getting somebody with that type of mass rolling at full speed. Who's really going to want to stand in the way, wants to stop him anyhow? The answer, nobody.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Here comes the Saints offense. They struggled to produce on that last series, but better results ahead as they take possession here. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Trying to throw here out of the gun. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes.
You know, Kate, they always say that QB clock, you know what it's more like? It's more like an alarm, especially in a situation like that, and it's a good thing you woke up to it, able to make something out of nothing and at least keep them moving forward.
2nd and 6 now. Connects with Johnson. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw it on 1st down. And the defender redirects that deep shot. Nicely done, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 2nd down. They'll throw it. Quick slant, caught by Shaheed. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. So now here's 3rd and 5. Back to throw now. He's on the move. Oh, he's going to run for it. And they bring him down around the 34. It's a gain of 12 there. And the Saints are going to have a first down. Looking to the air here. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes again. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
To the air now on 1st and 10. He's on the move. He calls his own number again.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
They give on second to Kamara. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week 1 as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's running for it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the first down.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints now within 1 score in the 4th. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Groupie's extra point is good. And the Saints chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out head the Cardinals now on offense. And after that touchdown, cut their lead back to 1 score, Brock. A response in order as they take over. Ready to start this drive with Connor. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Couldn't connect there. Incomplete. This one intended for the running back. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Shotgun snap. Looking to throw. Has the connection to Jones. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. That's 16 on the pickup. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
1st down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Here's an option play to the left. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. 3rd and 6 for them to figure out now. He's back to throw. This reeled in by Benson. And they'll get there and stop him at the line. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning. Punt team is on now, and they get this away. And this kick gets past the 20. It's going to reach the 18-yard line before it's touchdown. The New Orleans offense set to go now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. Pass play on 1st and 10. Searches from the pocket. Looking for his wide receiver there. So 2nd down coming up.
It's 2nd down and 10.
They'll try and throw it here. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. This one misses the tight end. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. He'll throw it. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
8-yard loss brings up 4th down.
We have a timeout here. 2nd one taken by New Orleans. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. This will be the last play before our 2-minute warning. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He's throwing deep to the left side. And that one's going to be knocked away, and that's going to force a change in possession. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Connor here from the gun. And as they bring him down, let's check the penalty flag.
Holding offense.
Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Shotgun handoff to Connor. And he'll have a short pickup down to the 17. And right away, we get a timeout from the defense. 1:51 to go. Lining up to take a knee on 2nd down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down.
This is situational football at its best. There's still some time left to bleed off the clock, but the really important thing here is you've got to bleed every second of that clock that you can.
3rd down, Connor gets it. And he hits a wall at the line and goes nowhere.
Don't laugh at me, Kate. I almost wish there was an actual white flag on either sideline we could see waving in this spot, because that was an easy mop-up for the defense to force 4th and long.
This is a very important field goal for Chad Ryland. His first kick was good. His second looked from 35 yards away. Just a little too offline, and it clangs up the run upright, no good. And they fail to make this a 2-score ball game.
That field goal really would have put the final nails in the coffin, but now this defense, they're going to need to make one more stop to officially close this one out.
New Orleans back on offense and ready to go now. And they're very fortunate the turnover on downs and short field did not lead to points. They can thank their defense by putting a scoring drive together right now. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to throw. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up. Throwing now. Trying to push it deep downfield. And this one falls incomplete. No miracles on the final drive today. This game is over. So the Cardinals get to fly home as winners on the road. And they're one of the fortunate teams to begin the season with a 1-0 record. So far, so good to begin this new campaign. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from New Orleans.